Hey, Slaunch, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me today. We're having a little pre-birthday party. My birthday's on Tuesday, so I wanted to get together and get all my favorite pours in here. You remember my friend Jay. My husband is joining us too. He's just wrangling our dogs right now because they're going a little nuts because they haven't seen you in a bit. It's been what, a whole 3 days?
Whole 3 days.
So let's see who we have in chat. Guys, let me know what you're drinking. Hit that like, hit that share, do all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. We got Top Dog in here. Cheers, Top Dog. Hey, Marty, Whiskey Nose. It's good to see you. Marty, you guys with channels, drop the links to your channels in here, or if one of my mods would. We got Eric Gunderson. Cheers, Eric Gunderson. Cheers, Kathy Huey. About to pour me some Redbreast PX. That one is so good. Kathy, you will love the whiskey news that I'm going to share here next, because there might be a Redbreast or two in there. And we got Jimmy Jazz. Thank you, Jimmy Jazz. It's good to see you. Cheers. Who's the weird dude? Funny. You're not here anymore. So the only weird dudes are my husband and his buddy. Hey, cheers, Sugar Kitty. It's good to see you. Sugar Kitty, you're going to like one of our pours tonight, definitely. Cheers, JG. It's good to see you. Cheers, Christine Vasco. Sipping on the Teeling 14-year finished in sherry. You can just let her down here. My dog's going a little bit nuts. She's freaking out. Cheers, A Spirited Life. It's good to see you guys. Let me see if I got everybody. There's Amy O'Byrne. Cheers, Amy. It's good to see you. Cheers, Stephen Curtin. It's good to see you. I think I got everybody. I guess the buddy is the new weird dude. Devin is definitely the old weird dude. You will appreciate that. Hey, cheers, Cool Running. It is good to see you. All right, so we're actually starting with one that is that's not far from where Cool Running is from, and it actually has a little story behind it. So I decided that we're going to start off the night with a pour of Poitín, because I think it's probably the lowest or close to the lowest in ABV. So we are having Panger the White Cat. This is a PX rested Irish Poitín. Now, this is from Cologne Distillery. This one is 47% ABV. This has been rested up to 10 weeks in a PX sherry cask. Now, the problem with this one, unfortunately, this is not going to be made any longer. Brendan Carty from Cologne just announced this past week that the regulations have decided that Irish Poitín does not need to contain molasses. There are several Poitíns that do not have molasses. None of the Pangers do. However, if it's going to be rested in a cask, it does have to have molasses in the mash bill. So therefore, this one and the one that's also rested in a stout cask can no longer be made. The regular one still can be sold because it's not rested in anything. And unfortunately, it's sold out. So I'm going to be hoarding this last bit of this like a freaking squirrel with its nuts. So that's a bummer. I really enjoy that one too. Hey, Debbie. Cheers. You just got this one for Mick's birthday. I think that'll be your first pour. Hey, cheers, Debbie McDonald. Thank you for joining us, Debbie. Derek Whiting. Cheers, Derek. Cheers, everyone. Finally off and about to catch a live. It's good to see you, Derek. So we're enjoying this one first. And I do have Irish whiskey news for you guys. So haven't filled everybody in. And I thought I would share. I didn't understand why they don't want to put furry animals ass in a barrel. It's actually it's named after a Irish folktale. Hey, cheers, Liz B. Drinking Redbreast PX, my favorite. That one is so good. So you might be excited to this news too. So, all right, first one I wanted to go over is Gold Spot. This one's already released over in Ireland. I know you guys have heard about it. It is not in the US yet. The MSRP on this one is going to be $150 US, 46% ABV. It's matured in bourbon sherry and a Rosciato de Valpolicella. I'm sure I butchered the absolute hell out of that. But I actually did not get this one when it released in Ireland for two reasons. One, the MSRP, and two is the ABV. So you're going to be paying more, and it's good they bump the ABV down a little bit. This one will be available in the US. So look for this one. I'm sure it's going to be just as limited as the first Gold Spot was, and I'm sure it's going to be just as much chaos trying to get a bottle of it. So best of luck. I might try to do a bottle split. I don't know. I haven't decided yet on it. All right. So this is one of our first red breasts. This one is, and I looked up how to pronounce this one, Quattro Barello. This one is the next in the Iberian series. So this one is Tawny Port. What is it? I think it was, I looked it up. I looked it up because I know I'd forget. Ex-Bourbon, Spanish Oloroso Sherry Butt, Portuguese Tawny Port Hogshead, and European Virgin Oak. This one is going to be retailing, or it is available actually right now for €108. I've had a couple people that I'm friends with that have come back from Ireland pick some up. They really did enjoy it. Really hoping we might fly into the Dublin airport so we can get it, because the only two places you can get it is Dublin and Cork. Sorry, Shannon, you didn't get any. But Dublin and Cork airport. So if you guys are flying in there, if you know somebody going to Ireland, make sure they look for this one. Everything I've heard, it's really good. I think it's 46% also, just like the others in the Iberian series. All right, next. And I know Christine Vasco is excited about this one. What do you think of the Poitín? I know you like it. You've had it.
It smells like Poitín.
It does smell like Poitín.
It's good. Got a good flavor.
Yeah, it is really. It's jammy. I want that bottle, but I'm not paying. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Cool Running. I'm same on that one. So next is Flatley Irish Whiskey, and yes, it is from Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. This one is just a blended whiskey. It's only 5 years old. It is bumped up to 43%. The other thing I do like is that in the finishing, it's ex-bourbon, an ex-virgin oak. It's ex-PX. So they actually did use a PX finish on this, or port. I'm sorry, not virgin port. So I think that's kind of interesting. They didn't decide to go with the normal Oloroso. They went with a PX. If you're a fan, I would pick it up. It is going to be in the US. The one interesting thing is it was blended by Noel Sweeney, who has done Cooley and for Cullen. So they did bring in a very good master blender for this one. Look for this one probably, I'd say sometime this year. The label got approved by the TTB a couple months ago. So keep an eye out for that one. Okay, next, another red breast. This is red breast 18-year single pot still. I am freaking excited for this one. This is 46% ABV. So why I am so excited about this one. This one is Oloroso Sherry Ruby Port casks, bourbon barrels, and cream sherry. So some of it is done in a cream sherry cask. Do you remember the other whiskey that we had that was done in a cream sherry cask?
They got put me on the spot.
It's the one we finished off at Christmas time.
Oh, the
Christmas cake.
Christmas cake, yeah.
Redbreast Christmas cake.
That
was only available for Middleton Barrel Club members. Was also done in a cream sherry cask.
And this has chocolate, dried fig, and orange peel.
Yeah, this is notes of. The notes do sound pretty similar to the Redbreast Christmas cake. It depends if it's spicy. That one was pretty spicy. So look for this one at some time coming to the US. I am real excited about it because I freaking loved Christmas cake. It was great. The few that did make it to the secondary were well above my price range. So look for this one to come as well. This is going to be interesting. People ask me, how much do you think it's going to cost? Well, think about what you think it should cost and probably add $50 to $100 because that's probably what it's going to be. Unfortunately, that tends to be how it goes.
What's the flavor on the back end of that?
This?
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but it's,
I get some grassy notes on this one.
I think it's like apricots, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that is apricot-y. That is apricot-y on this one.
Yeah.
I get a lot of jammy notes too.
Yeah.
I get strawberry, like raspberry on that one. It's super jammy. All right. Next one. Brooklyn Reserve, New York Irish. Ben, you will probably have this in your area. I doubt it will probably make it. I am sure this is pretty much regional. I could not find hardly any information about this one. It's not one that I would pick up anyway. So 40% ABV. And basically the label kind of tells about the story of immigration over to New York from Ireland. And it gives you this lovely little backstory on the label. This does have a New York import company. Doesn't say where it's from at all. It is just a blended whiskey. On the label, you notice it says single distillery, Irish whiskey. That means nothing. Absolutely nothing, because this is a blend. So it wouldn't be one I would pick up. But if you're in New York, if you see, you come across it, this is a new one that you could try. Usually the more glamorous the story on the label, and the 40% is usually just an indicator to keep walking. All right, from Connacht Distillery, Ballyhoo. I told you guys there's been a lot of new Irish whiskey releases this past couple, or a lot of labels approved by the TTB the last couple months. So Ballyhoo whiskey from the Connacht Whiskey Company. So US, they're releasing a peat cask and a port cask. These are both going to be 43% ABV. I'm kind of excited about this because Ballyhoo in general, the price is pretty reasonable on these, on the Ballyhoo that's already out. So this could be pretty interesting. So I haven't delved in to find a whole lot about these yet, other than the labels have been approved for US sale. So watch out for these from Ballyhoo, and this will be the first thing I've seen from Ballyhoo in a while.
A lot of birthday wishes.
I know. Let me go back here because I did see. I'm behind on chat. Yes, if you're flying to Dublin, yeah, the whiskey. I agree. That's the only thing between Belfast and Dublin. Oh yes, one that Christmas cake's so flipping good. Hey, cheers, Mike Stahl. It is good to see you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Marty, you're probably right. That Redbreast probably will be every bit of $225. Unfortunately, my guess was actually $250, $275. Oh, pouring some Irishman 17. We have about half a bottle of ours left. Hey, cheers, Independent Joe. Thank you. I have had a good birthday weekend. My birthday's on Tuesday, but we partied this weekend, and it has been a good weekend. Hey, cheers, Big Vic. It's good to see you, buddy. Got to drop into your live last night. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ooh, peated. Yeah. I'm a peated fan. Make sure I got everybody. I think I got everybody. Joe and Vic, guys, make sure you drop your the links to your channel in here. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. 2 great channels. Slapshot's here too. Cheers, Slapshot. Drop your link into Slapshot's channel too. I love watching. Slapshot has this woodworking. It is so cool to watch. It's actually pretty relaxing. All right. Do you guys want to go on to our second pour while we finish this list? Because there's more. There's more new releases I got to tell you about.
What's the second one?
All right. So I'm going to wash my glass. So we're going to use our same glass because we are still staying in the Irish whiskey category. That was Irish Poitín. We're going to use our Irish whiskey glasses and have some Irish whiskey. So I debated, and I thought, instead of just going with the most high-end whiskey that I have, I'm going to go with actually one that is my favorite. So we are going to be having some Culloden Pinot Noir cask blended 10-year-old. So this one was done in the Bonded Experimental series. It was actually supposed to be the first release, but when they opened the cask and tried it. They didn't like it at all. They didn't think it was ready. So it ended up being the 5th release. And I absolutely love this one. This one is 52.5% ABV. This also, the very first bottle of this I ever had actually came with a card explaining why half the label had Sharpie on it, marking it out because the Irish government did not care for all of the detail that Brendan put on the label. So I need to get another bottle of this one because I'm down to my last bit here. Yeah, don't let him knock anything over. I think I've got everything moved out of tail height, but when you got a dog as big as Magner. Alrighty. Next on the list, this is actually the last one. So Teeling has approved 2 new labels here for sale in the US here just in the past week. The first one is a tequila cask finish, which is their single malt. The second is a single cask. It's going to be a 15-year PX sherry finish. That one is also a single malt. The one thing I like about both of these, look at ABV. They're both cask strength. So these are going to be, one is 56.1%, the other is 58. I don't know where these are going to be sold, if these are going to be nationwide, if these were done as specific releases, because like Benny's in Chicago does a lot of Teeling single casks. But keep a lookout for these. The PX sounds interesting to me. I'm not a tequila finish fan in general.
It would have to be. It's either going to be. I would say it's either going to be like, it's either going to be terrible, or it's going to be specific taste, whether you like the flavor of tequila.
Yeah, you would have to be a tequila fan to like tequila finishes. Yeah. Watch that he doesn't knock anything off. I like the Cologne tequila finish, but even then, I mean, I'm just not a tequila fan.
Tried to make a tequila wine.
The tequila, the
agave.
That was a mead.
It was
an agave mead.
An agave mead. That did not turn out.
That was terrible. And him and his friends, they still finished it. And they hated every second of it. They weren't going to let 5 gallons of mead go to waste. So they drank it. So I think that is all of them. Yep, that's it. All right. So those are there we go. Those are the releases, the labels that have been approved by the TTB in the past few months, or the whiskeys that have already released. So keep an eye out for those. There, like I said, not all of them are going to be nationwide releases. Some of them, obviously, like that New York one, is only going to be New York. I think the Michael Flatley, was thinking that one was Pennsylvania.
But if you want a bottle of Irish whiskey that's made by an Irishman that's actually liked by other Irish people, other than say Proper 12, Flatley.
Yeah, people still like Flatley.
Yeah, Flatley would be.
Yeah, it sounds a little interesting. I would buy it. Look for an upcoming review, unfortunately,
from Ben
on Proper 12.
Excuse me.
Because Ben brought me, I said I would do it if somebody brought me the whiskey. We don't have the minis here in Ohio, and I'm not paying $30 for that swill. So he was gracious enough to bring me a bottle of the Proper 12 and the Proper 12 apple. So he's going to get some. I'm going to make him do this review with me. So that one's going to be interesting. All right. So this is one of my favorite whiskeys. It is so flipping good. It's like berries and vanilla on the nose, lemon. So yummy. Oh, thank you, Joe. I've got my final pour in my Independent Joe Glen here. So what do you get on that one? Because I get a very specific dessert on this.
Like a lemon cake, but towards the middle, but the berries at the beginning. It's kind of like your birthday donuts, which you had.
Yeah, that we had yesterday. So I get lemon cheesecake with like blueberry topping or blackberry topping.
Yeah, exactly. It describes it really pretty good.
Freaking good. I mean, how are you a whiskey that tastes like freaking cheesecake? Tastes like lemon cheesecake.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's so yummy.
It is.
It's so yummy. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys are drinking. Doesn't have to be Irish because we're actually going to get into some bourbon here too, some rye. Sugar Kitty, we got a Scotch, which I am very excited to see this one's reaction to it. I don't think it's going to be pleasant.
Why, thank you.
We did it just for you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh. So other than we don't have really any other Irish whiskey news. I've got some reviews coming. We do have a lot of Irish whiskey here in Ohio. Very grateful that we've gotten so much of it. I know the Bascos have gotten several bottles of it. So hopefully they'll keep that going. I've really enjoyed being able to just go to the store now and have a selection of Irish whiskey. And we've always had, Irish whiskey in Ohio, but problem is you get new bourbon releases like every week, whereas Irish whiskey, we might get something every 6 months. So obviously when you buy as much as I do, you're out of stuff. All right.
You can always drink the same bottle of Jameson, Powers, Tullamore.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding. I told the Ohio rep, I'm like, I've bought it all. No, I'm not kidding. I've had everything that was here. Oh, you're having some water, saving your palate. Oh, you've got a battle on Dusty Dan's channel tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to have to tune in for that. Oh, you are drinking the Redbreast 10 Distillery Edition. I like that one. Obviously, I liked the Redbreast 10, the Birdhouse, the cask strength better. But I really like that one. Ooh. Yeah, Slap Shots Roadhouse. Thank you, Joe, for dropping links in here. I really appreciate it. It's pretty amazing to have so many good Irish options. I completely agree. That being said, we're getting into some bourbon here. So I want to see if you guys could guess the bourbon that we're going to be drinking tonight. If I told you, because one of the reasons I love it is it had me at French oak staves. So, and we're switching to our bourbon glass.
Where's your bigger?
Because I only have 2 of those.
I'm just kidding. Correct answer would have been genetics. Or
no, not yeah. I wish Method Madness 46-year cast. Yeah, I wish. No. Oh, you mean Maker's Mark? Maker's Mark. No. I've actually had that because people thought I would like it. Did not like it. No. What state? Indiana. Not Makers. And Sugar Kitty with the win. We are drinking Penelope Architect. This one is build. Did we finish build 3 or build 5? This is build 5. I absolutely freaking love this. I've got a couple other of the builds over here. I got build 3. I'm going to pick up, I think we're up to build 7 in Ohio. Build 7 or 8. I'm not sure. But I absolutely love it. And they're different. They are totally different. And some of the early ones were noticeably different. Marty gave me a bottle and Rob gave me a bottle of the build 1. And that was so different. It seems like build 3 seems to be, that one seemed to be the most oaky out of it. Build 5 kind of tones down a bit.
What's the ABV on that? Still, it has a little burn to it, so it's got to be pretty high.
Well, that
was rather smooth, though.
It's probably because of the wood tannin. 52%. So we're actually coming down a little, which we just killed this one off. Yeah. What the reason for the burn is probably the oak tannin, because it is really oaky. But I really like this one.
Yeah, it's got it doesn't have a long finish, but it has it's very like stated finish. Like it has
it's
like
pronounced.
a butter cookie
It does have a buttery. At
Yeah,
the end.
and well, and that's the European oaks sometimes are more. I don't know if it's the. I always forget if it's the French or the European that's more buttery. Thought it was the French, but hey, Dustin, it's good to see you.
Dustin.
I was watching Dustin's review today of the new discovery. Build 2, I thought was on the light influence side. Build 1 was as well. Build 3 was pretty in your face. Hey, cheers, Whiskey Nature. It's good to see you. So we are having build 5 of Penelope Architect. I like this. And it does remind me of the neighbors with their stump burn all day long.
Yeah, that's been fun.
Yeah. I come inside, my hair still smells like smoke. They've had across the street, they've had a stump burn that's been going on all day long. Hey, Mike. It's good to see you. Mike, I bet you're drinking something good. I know Mike has some good whiskey. Yeah, we've been outside. I actually got the lettuce planted, so I'm excited about that. I got you put the grill together, not a grill, but I got a Blackstone griddle for my birthday. And you put it together. I drug it around the backyard.
It's got wheels on.
Yeah, it does have wheels. It wasn't really that hard.
I had to strap it to my back, carry it over a fence.
Yeah, it wasn't really that hard. It does have wheels on it. I did drag it to the door because the UPS guy delivered it at the front door, and I'm like, no, that's fine. Just leave it there. I'll move it to the garage. Not realizing it weighs like over 100 pounds. So I'm pushing and dragging a box, and I thought at the end of it, I'm like, man, that would have been good video for somebody to get.
Powers Irish Rye.
Oh, that's one of Devin's favorite. Devin actually has a bottle of that in his garage now.
That's my garage whiskey.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. He picked that one over Wild Turkey 101 to keep in the garage. He absolutely loves it. Oh, you got your wife one a couple years ago. See, I like cooking outside. I like getting the fresh air and cooking outside, and I heard they were really cool. Oh, Linkwood 12 year. I do like Linkwood. Hey, Richie Z. Thank you. Yeah, my birthday's on Tuesday, but I thought let's do a live stream with some birthday pours. Yeah, so after all that work, dragging that wheeled grill around the back of the house. Then I I bought way too much freaking lettuce. I like salad, but I grossly overestimate how much we're going to be able to eat at one point. So I've got 20 different salad plants, like lettuce plants. We're never going to freaking eat that much salad. We're going to be giving it away.
She's such a good wife. She wanted the griddle.
Yes.
For her birthday. And then she wanted the planter box so where she could actually grow the lettuce. And then we took her to High Banks Distillery yesterday.
Yeah, we did go to a distillery yesterday.
Went to a distillery. Yeah, it was good. If you
my God, I had the best cocktail they made was sweet corn. So it was lemon bitters and lemon juice and their whiskey and then sweet corn, and they topped it with popcorn. It was really freaking good.
So every time you took a drink, you always got you got
like corn.
Well, yeah, you got the aromatics of the kettle corn every time you stuck.
Well, the song I had in my head the entire time.
What's that?
It's corn. It's got the juice.
Big it's got the juice.
See, I do get a little floral on Powers Rye, but actually I get more like banana bread. I get banana on that one. I don't know why. Oh, I met women once. I'm assuming birthday pours were last all week. Maybe. I did. I started with my first free birthday drink on Friday night. Friday night did not end well. Went a little too hard in the paint on Friday night. Yes. Powers Rye neat. I do. I like a hot toddy with Powers Rye too. I just think it's really, really good. Hey, Jeffrey Wack. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. April birthdays are the best. bunch back into wheel grill.
The punchback.
Yeah, I guess I can't really complain about having to drag it around the side of the house that's got wheels on it. Oops. All right, so we're switching to rye. This is my absolute favorite rye at the moment. This is New Riff 6-year malted rye. I flip and love this one. It is so good. And I'm going to give you a little more of this one because I don't think you're going to like your last pour. I think you're going to want to switch.
He'll drink it.
He will. He will drink it. And he will like it. No, he won't. You don't have to like it. I like it, so I'll finish
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to like everything on this channel.
No. Yeah, you don't. I'll finish it. It doesn't matter.
That guy is whack.
I didn't make it, so I'm not offended by anybody. His last name is Whack.
Whack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his last name. Oh, yes. If you're not subscribed to Top Shelf Dustin, oh my gosh, go over there. Great bourbon reviews. I really enjoyed the Discovery 11 review today. Great Scotch reviews. Yes, neat. I get a spicy wintergreen. I do get a little bit of mint, but mostly I get like a banana note on that one. The 6-year is good if they can make more of that 8-year. I have not had the 8. I really like the 6. I like that we can get the 6. It flies off shelves, but they restock it. So I do like that I can actually get that one. And I think it's because I'm a fan of single malt whiskey in general that I kind of gravitate more towards the malted rye. I really like it. It's actually not the only malted rye I have. I do have an Irish malted
Who doesn't like malt?
malted rye that has malted rye in it.
Who doesn't like malt?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably people that don't really care for malt, single malt. Amroot single malt rye didn't have high expectation. Was amazed how good that was. Amroot is Indian, right? Let me know, Eric. I think that I'm thinking that I'm right. It's Indian, but I've been known to be wrong before. Discovery 11 rocks, 12 should be available soon. You know, I haven't gotten on those as much as I probably should. I've enjoyed everyone I've had. I've really liked. I've enjoyed it, but I get wild geranium and a bit of marigold from Powers Rye. Not so ridiculous. You know, I don't get that much. I get more like a chamomile on it a little bit, but just on the nose. I don't really get it on the palate. But I do like it. And that still throws me off because there actually is a whiskey brand now, an Irish whiskey brand called Redacted. So, the 8-year was all malted wine was unreal. It just, it's distillery only. Okay. You know, though, I complain like I don't live, 90 minutes from the freaking distillery. It's not that far. And I need to make another party source trip. So it's not like it's out of the way considering they share a parking lot. Oh, okay. It is Indian. Okay. Yeah, Amroot is a must for anybody who's a Texas drinker. Oh, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. I am not, I haven't really been a Balcones fan, but the Still Austin, the couple I've had, I've really, really liked. All right. I love the freaking color on this. The malt just makes that whiskey such a nice color.
You can smell it on the
So
on the
freaking
nose.
good. Yeah, you can smell that malt on the nose. Yeah, I need to get down there again, actually. Which I know Dustin, I'd asked you about a Scotch bottle. That's at Party Source. Do I need to get down there again and just take a day trip and go to New Riff? I'm so terrible about as many times as I talk to even Irish whiskey distillers, I'm so terrible about actually getting around to our own. Middle West Spirits is 20 minutes from my house. I've been there like once, and it was last year. I just do not get there that often, and I need to. But honestly, they need to have earlier hours. I don't want to go downtown when it's evening. The traffic downtown.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to deal with that. Open up, dude, guys, open up at noon. I'll come down and visit if you open up at noon. I don't want to go downtown at 6 o'clock on a Saturday or a Friday. Still Austin, Iron Root, and Andalusia are good ones. I have not had any Iron Root. Thinking I might have tried an Andalusia. I think Kilco might have sent me an Andalusia. Possibly. Joe, thank you for dropping everybody's links too. I really appreciate it. Whiskey Nature. If you guys aren't subscribed to Whiskey Nature, go over and subscribe. It's a new channel. I really enjoyed them, watching them. Oh, you love Middle West. See, that would be a reason. If you guys actually wanted me to pick up something, I could for you there. Because that would be a reason for me to go. I like their whiskey. I just don't get down there. Like I said, I'm really bad about getting north of downtown. There's so much stuff already on our side of town. The distillery we went to is called High Bank Distillery. I think Hello Again Whiskey Friends. I think they did something with them recently. So I go there. Doesn't help. My office is also right down the street. So that's kind of handy. And my friend's bar is right down the street. So we ended up going there after for a pour of Irish whiskey. Pro tip, if you want to drink hard, you got New Riff, go to the bar and Party Source versus a New Riff. Ah, okay. Yeah, because they switched it. I forgot that it used to be a brewery in Party Source and they switched it to like a tap room, kind of bar kind of thing.
It is.
Yeah. Hope your downtown traffic isn't as bad as Nashville traffic. Yeah, I think it's probably worse right now because we've got major construction that's going on that they actually just announced. Hey guys, you know how we said that it was going to be done in like 5 years? JK, it's not going to be done until 2030. So the Kilco one is from Andalusia and Triple Distilled. Yes, that's the one he sent me. I liked that one. This one is, I love this one from New Riff. I love that we can get it so readily available. It's just it's really nice.
You've been in Nashville. How's the traffic in Nashville?
How's the traffic? Yeah, compared to Columbus.
I've been to Nashville too.
I have not. I've been in Knoxville.
It can be hectic. Right there in Nashville, where 24 comes together with 65. Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Nashville too. We're both truck drivers.
The worst traffic I've driven in was Chicago. Those people are crazy.
Chicago's bad, but Nashville, it's
no, those people are flat out crazy.
Hopefully they got the construction done. I ain't been down there in years, but they used to have construction over towards Broadway Parkway.
Yeah.
Towards
Kathy, you could probably tell us if there's still
area.
Construction going on there.
And 24 going down towards Chattanooga.
Was I-40 had that? Didn't they have that collapse?
I-40, yeah. All that there on the east side of Nashville was terrible.
Oh, thank you, Kilco. Yeah, we're going to be wrapped up here by 7 because Kilco is going live at 7 tonight. So make sure you jump over there to watch Kilco. While I'm thinking of it, also, Livewire Mike is not going live tonight, but Anthony Bourbon Neophyte's going to be taking their spot. Kathy said construction's always going on.
Always.
No.
Yeah. I've been heading up to Mike's place since 2019. There's been construction on 71 since 2019. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, Dustin, unfortunately, they just let us know. Yeah. You wonder why I don't go north of downtown. It's because damn construction's freaking why.
I'm not that dude.
Yeah. U.S. traffic is a cakewalk. But yeah, London, holy crap. London's freaking terrible too. You didn't have that much trouble in Ireland. I mean, Dublin was congested, but it was doable. It's doable. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
But yeah, it's totally doable. 40 by B and A is a complete mess. That's what Kathy says. I think that construction has moved like 10 miles north since 2019. Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, it's going to start.
Yeah, it's bad, Dustin. It seems, it seems there's always some section of 71. Route 71 is the one main interstate between me and Dustin where we live, and there's always construction going on of some form or another. Athens, 40,000 Vespas you have to dodge, and they don't drive in their own lanes. Okay, yeah, you don't have that in Ireland. No, I didn't see that in London either.
Goodness.
London is just they warn. Well, actually, they warned me the same thing in Chicago. They said, you know how here buses look out for you, and there you got to look out for the buses because they'll just run you right over. Ooh,
Gosh,
you've been out in the pollen.
I know. Excuse me.
We've had crazy pollen this week.
Oh,
For some reason, they don't feel the road between two major cities should be 2 lanes for 80 miles. Yeah, right. Or that we should have any kind of like rail transportation to easily and quickly get between the two. The 3 with Cleveland. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. All right. So we are switching to our Glencairns now because we're going to go to our Scotch.
okay.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want some water?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some.
I know.
Thank you.
So I got my Independent Joe Glen. And there's your Glen. Better?
Yeah, thank you.
No, it's okay. The pollen here's been it's been bad this week. All right. So Sugar Kitty will and actually Dustin will probably appreciate the Scotch pour. I debated back and forth, and then I heard, like I said, we had the stump bourbon outside all day today. Heard Jay was coming over, and honestly, I just want to see the look on his face as he tries for the first time Ardbeg Ugdal. So this is a PX sherry finished Scotch whiskey at 54.2% ABV. This is an Islay Scotch. This is my favorite Islay Scotch brand, which Sugar Kitty actually is the first one that told me he suggested that I might like Ardbeg, because I started talking to him about how much I liked the Dark Silky from Sleeve League and the notes that I got on that. And he said, you would probably enjoy Ardbeg. And so I tried Ardbeg, freaking fell in love with it. I have a couple different bottles of Ardbeg now. Thank you, Joe. Joe, make sure you include your own link in here. Yeah, Scotch allergy. Joe, make sure you include your own link in here too, please. Get you guys, if you aren't subscribed to Independent Joe, subscribe to Joe. It's so much fun going on his channel. I went on his channel and we had a battle. It was so much fun. And I'm going to be tuning in tomorrow night to Dusty Dance to see him battle on that channel as well. Oogie, 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 gotta get down. Hey, cheers, Z-Man. I saw you pop in here. Thank you. All right, so that was a bad one. I'm not going to be shy with you because I know you'll drink it.
Oh, I like it.
You don't like it?
I said I like
Oh,
it.
you like it. Okay. I know. You're a Lagavulin guy. I'm not going to pour Jay as much.
Okay. Just give him the same amount.
Do the same amount.
Hey,
I'm
what
going
could
to
go
try it.
wrong?
I'm going to try it.
All right.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, that's a little much.
Here you go.
Oh, don't do that. Give him a J pour.
I'm not giving him a J pour. I'm not sure how this is going to
Make
go.
sure you smell it.
Look, when you
My
come
dog's
when
butt
you
is on
come to
fire
my
apparently
house,
because she's doing laps around the pool
you
table.
get your total shot pour.
So we joke that we have a J pour when we go to his house. He has a J pour. So there's like single pour, double pour, and J pour.
J pour. That's right.
And I learned the first time because I'm like, I want a sample. I just want like 1 ounce so I could try different things. I don't want 4 ounces of everything.
Yeah.
It's not going to get very far. Oh my gosh, that smells so freaking good.
What do you think of it? What do you think of the smell?
Smells good.
What does it smell like?
Woody. Right off the bat.
It does smell woody.
Right off the bat.
It does smell
Yeah.
woody.
Very oaky.
Yeah. Dustin, I need to get with you, by the way, because I wanted to see how I'm gonna completely call you out right now. I'm gonna have you come on, and I'm gonna send you an entire flight of the Bushmills causeways that I have, and I thought that would be fun
That's a 4-ounce.
to try all the
That's Bob J.
Yeah.
to try all of the Bushmills causeways that I have. I have
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Me?
Yeah. See what you got.
Not a fan. I had a feeling you would not be. So you know, you know the Lagavulin that he drinks.
Yes.
So that is about 36 ppm. This one
Right.
is around 55.
Yeah. Yeah. It smells really woody and oaky, but it just
It's so good.
Oh,
That's like ham.
it does, yeah, but at least
It's like a smoked ham
yes,
with like brown sugar and clove
all wrapped into one.
and like and like jam. It's
To wash down the water.
you could pour more of the new riff if you would like to. That's why I poured you a little bit more of that one so you could rinse it out. Oh, love it. There's a bit more proof on that one just to up the flavor even more. Yes. The first one I tried was actually NO. And I like NO. I do. But I really love Ugdal. That was a Scotch I picked up for myself and love it. The smell of Band-Aids and hate. No, that would be Lefroy 10, which unfortunately, thanks to was it a friend of ours that we now own a bottle of it? Yeah. Went to an Irish whiskey group meetup. Somebody had given them a bottle and they gave it to this one because he actually likes it. That's the one I can't do it. I can't. Wood, burnt wood, tires. See, I don't get the tires. I get like an Easter, like a ham with like all the brown sugar and like a jam and like cloves on a fire pit.
I get it, Sugar Kitty. Burnt wood.
God, love that one.
I get it.
Love that one. Smoked meats and campfire. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get seaweed. I get barbecue and like salt. I get salt.
Not seaweed.
Like salted meat.
Well, he means it's briny.
Yeah.
Which some of the peated whiskeys do come off a little briny. Oh my gosh. I have not gotten into this bottle.
Mint in there,
There is a little mint. Yeah. There's a little mint. So I thought it was PX. Let me know, guys. Is this Oloroso or am I right? Is this PX? I thought Ugdal was PX. So, funny thing, 2 years, was it 2 years ago, honey?
Mm-hmm.
That I did not like peated whiskey at all. Peated whiskey was Devin's thing. Devin loved Scotch and just wasn't, I couldn't get into it at all. Couldn't get into it. Then this one and his wife bought Devin a bottle of the Dark Silky. I actually was the one who cracked it open the first time and poured it. I'm like, man, that's freaking good. That's really good. So apparently it's just, you like the sweeter peat. You like that Lagavulin. It's more.
Yeah, well, I like all the peat because,
yeah,
I mean, each one's different.
But your preference, you gravitate towards the Lagavulin and the W. O'Connell, which is a sweeter,
or the Connemara.
cleaner.
Connemara is the Irish peat, and she thinks it's. But
it's earthy. It's really earthy.
It's earthy, but it's not. What's the PPI?
Was it the PPM?
PPM.
That was only like 15 ppm.
Yeah. So,
remember when we did, and this has been a while ago, but we did a blind flight for peated Irish, and Connemara ranked last for both of us. But I think that has to do more with the ABV. Connemara is only 40% ABV. So and the thing is, you like the Lagavulin, and I don't like the Lagavulin as much.
But when we went to Connemara and we ate, at a restaurant or at a pub in Connemara, and the house across the way, you could see him out there. He was shoveling.
Oh, yeah.
He was actually shoveling peat into a wheelbarrow to actually, and he had his fire going.
Yeah, the whole place smelled. You can smell
the
the peat.
whole area just smelled of this
It
peat.
smells so good.
And it does. It smells so good. So it's what brings me back.
It smells so good. Yeah, that's why I wish that garden soil. I wish I had just gotten the regular stuff that had the peat in it today.
Yeah.
I bought the organic. Found out real fast when it says peat free, it's organic. What they use instead of peat?
Manure.
Poop. They use poop. I'd rather smell peat. Oh, it's Oloroso. Okay. Yeah, I can never remember. I'm thinking the Ano is the PX and this one's Oloroso, but I can never really remember. But I really like that more savory peat that Ardbeg has. Oh, you're from in Scotland. Hey, Graham. It is good to see. Oh, Graham will appreciate this one. We are having some Ardbeg Ugdal. I absolutely love this one. It's probably one of my favorite scotches. I debated too between that one and grabbing the SMWS Sultan's a Swig bottle. And I ended up getting this one instead.
I remember.
Mostly just to see my friend over here have a heavily peated Islay Scotch.
So it's just all about how your head, your taste buds and your brain is wired together. I mean,
yeah, different people get different things. Like I said, because I don't get any of the seaweedy. I do get a little bit of salt. I get some saltiness, but I get more of like ham with Ugdal. And with a lot of the Ardbegs, except for 10. 10, I get more like a lemon lime with the 10. But I gravitate more towards that savory peat, the savory peat notes. Okay, Ano is PX and Virgin Oak. Yeah, and I know Ano is lighter on the peat. That was one of the first ones I picked up and quickly picked up. Where Sugar Kitty, and I think it was you too, Dustin, recommended the Ugdal. The 10 I did not care for. I've had 10 a couple times now because I don't think you can really get a true idea of the whiskey just trying it once. I think you do have to try something a couple times because you know the certain day, what you've eaten, it can all vary. And I've gone back to the 10 a couple times, and I get like almost like a chalkiness on that one, and I get like a lemon lime. And it's good. It's just not my jam. But Graham says I was in a blind tasting at Edinburgh tonight. We finished with the Ardbeg 8-year for discussion. You know, I wouldn't turn down any Ardbeg. When we go to Scotland, we're definitely going to Ardbeg. And I know we're gonna end up at Lagavulin and a few other places. Yes, I missed you. Let me tell you, Raising Cane's was not the best choice, Marty, for dinner that night. The citrus tends to be quick at the very front of the palate. Yeah. Oh, you like the lemon lime and Ardbeg 10. Yeah, it's just, it wasn't for me. It threw me off a bit. So we've got coming up, we are going to Ireland.
Well, September. Yeah.
So this fall, we are going to go to Ireland. We are going to document everything for you guys, obviously. We got some other trips planned for Kentucky. That's going to be fun. I am working with a couple of the Irish distillers to get them set up. I'm working with a couple other channels. We're going to get some live streams set up. We're working on moving this. That's why this studio looks a little blank. We're working on moving it above ground to where I will get a little bit better of a signal. So that should help out immensely. We tried switching providers. That really didn't do much. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. It's actually a little slower now, I think. So we're working on that. I'm probably going to go ahead and close out early. Guys, make sure you jump over to Kilco Whiskey Musings at 7 p.m. He's going live. Make sure you jump over to Bourbon Neophyte Anthony. He is going live at 9 o'clock tonight. He's going in Livewire Spot. Sugar Kitty, what part of Ireland? So we are going. That's a great question. We are going to, we'll be based in Belfast, and we're doing a tour of all the distilleries of County Down. We're going to be touring the new Causeway Distillery at Bushmills. It's a whole whiskey tour, so I'm really excited. We're visiting like 9 distillery. We're having like 9 distillery experiences within 7 days. So it's going to be a bit of a whirlwind. It'll be Culloden, Hinch, Two Stacks, Copeland, Redemin Estates, Wichita Short Cross, Dunville's at Ecklinville, McConnell's, Titanic, and Bushmills, the new Causeway. So I'm super excited. Oh yeah, that trip is going to be epic. Oh yes, thank you, Sugar Kitty, for putting the link over there for Kelco Stream. Oh, thank you, Richie. Thank you. I'm going to try to get a little more regular. Graham, I need to go to Boan. I totally agree with you. I would love to go to Boan sometime. That and Wayward Irish to visit Morris, it would be wonderful. We've actually seen the Boan cast that they have at Talnua with the collab that they're doing with them, and that's on a future trip. But I did promise that this one I would take him to Scotland. So unfortunately, after this Ireland trip, next trip is going to be to Scotland. So I will definitely probably hit you up for the places that are must visits in Scotland, because we've never been to Scotland before. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Yeah, the Whiskey Slammer tour. Yeah, we're pretty excited because I'm the current Culloden cult chairperson for the enthusiast group, and we're getting to go to Culloden. So I'm excited to go to Culloden and to meet Brendan. Yeah, I love them. Brendan's so awesome. I love them. Yes, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, you'll be another one I hit up for the must list for Scotland.
Mine is Edinburgh.
Yeah, he wants in Isla.
In Isla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Edinburgh and Isla are definitely going to be on the list. But other than that, I don't know where to go. So I'm going to pour a little bit more Ugdal. As we'll tune out. What would you like, Devin?
New riff.
You want the new riff? You want some new riff?
New riff.
New riff. Where's your little mini? Oh, you got those over there. Pour you guys this.
I'll do a cilantro.
There you go. That'll wash all that.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to pour more. I got more of the Ugdal. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Sláinte. We will see you next week. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Sláinte.